I'd love to say I typed an intro that was as dramatic or as crazy as I have done the past two episodes, but I haven't. You could blame it on the Thanksgiving food, you could blame it on life ketchup, but nothing can deny the fact that Ladyjacks are still playing basketball this week, which means it's time for us to be locked. Look at that. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Locked on Ladyjacks. I'm Hunter.
I'm Laura.
It's cold. It's cold. Did you know it's cold?
It is cold. I have my Ladyjacks basketball premier cotton hoodie on because it's that cold.
It's so cold, and it's raining. I like cold when it's not raining and it's like snow. And I know that's like
I love snow.
Yeah, but majority of people, they don't know how to drive in snow.
Correct.
Or they don't have right tires. And I shouldn't talk about driving for personal reasons. Anyway, we're doing this on Friday. We're not doing this yesterday.
It's Thursday.
Oh, it is Thursday. No, yeah, we didn't do it yesterday. Wednesday. We didn't do it Wednesday. Caught the men's game in action. But thankful for those that still watch in post or when we're not live, as we're still growing. So let's get right into it. Ladyjacks headed to Puerto Rico during the Thanksgiving break. Picked up one win, split versus Hampton. Why am I blanking on the other team right now?
Oh, the Longwood Lancers. It's because they have the weirdest mascot ever.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
More horses.
Yeah.
Limited coverage was provided for these matchups. We did have media and AP, who's good friends with the program. I know AP a little bit from my time working in athletics. We had Cade on the call on radio for the radio broadcast, so that was helpful because I didn't pay to watch these games.
I didn't.
Coach Bishop would probably say the second game there were moments that he probably didn't want us to watch the game. But Laura, you have a little bit of stats breakdown for both of these games. So just talk about a little bit about what we got from our Ladyjacks.
Yeah, absolutely. So the first game was versus Hampton. As we said, our last podcast, we had faced them previously. We did win 67-61. So that's pretty narrow margin of victory, but I'll take it. It's a win, right? Our game leaders, Key had 16 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists. Cha, 14 points, 16 rebounds. And Monty, 13 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists. This was probably a pretty messy game to watch. I'm just guessing by the fact that we had 21 turnovers, but we had 42 in the paint, which I know that's one of your favorite stats. We had 18 personal fouls. They had a better 3-point percentage than us at 22.7%. And you're going to see that also with the Longwood Lancers. For some reason, I think the last 3 games, our 3 points have just not been where they normally are, because we do have some 3-point assassins out there. We didn't have it on this trip. It might have been the island weather. I'm not sure. Do you want me to do both games, or do you want?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So then we had Longwood versus SFA, obviously, 68-60. These are still very low point. You know, I'm kind of surprised to see them in that 60 range. And once again, it's just very narrow margin there for us. Our leaders this time was Monty, 20 points, 5 rebounds. Micah, 19 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists. And Cha with 11 points, 10 rebounds, and 2 assists. No one else scored much. I think Kaylin had 4 and Anika had a few, I think, but it was our top 3 that carried that. Longwood had a higher field goal percentage. Their 3-point percentage was close to our 18.5, but they rebounded way better than we did.
But one of the bright spots, the huge bright spots, if we really want to talk about rebounding,
yes,
and Laura, you're flowing through it right now.
Yeah.
Our New Yorker, Miss Chaw Gardner, getting two double
Two
doubles
double doubles. Yeah.
basically in back-to-back games,
Yes.
being named Southland Player of the Week. Uh,
Yes.
I believe this is the first recognition for her at the conference level, and
Correct.
we've seen her develop over time. And we were talking about paint play, especially versus La Tech, and
Mhm.
we got to see that production really come from her during her time in Puerto Rico.
Yes, absolutely. So I wanted to kind of spotlight her because she has been really a really big rebounder even since high school. This was something that she was awarded for back then. In high school, she achieved 1,000 rebounds. So she's no stranger to that. She is all about the defense, and we're so proud of her. So for Longwood, the Longwood game, she was in 32 minutes, basically
Mhm.
the whole game. Um, she had 50% field goal percentage. Love that. Uh, but the Hampton game was even better. So even though she wasn't top scorer in either, she came in with the Hampton game with a 77.8 field goal percentage, which is just tremendous. She's a sophomore. Thank goodness we got more years from her. 6'3", sophomore from Newark Valley, New York. She played in 31 games last year for us. She remains healthy and she's just a strong player. And I don't mean strong physically, but she's just, what can I say? You can definitely count on her, every time to pull through. So I'm proud that she's blossoming in the program, and I want to see more. Let's get 2,000 rebounds by the end of the season. I think it's totally doable. Why not? Well,
Yeah, why not? Why not?
maybe college career. Maybe I'm reaching too far, but yes. Yay, Chaw. Thank you so much for all that you do for our team.
Mhm. I mean, look, Cha off. She was a nominee for high school McDonald's All American
Yeah.
at some point in her high school career. I got to be able to see Cha and use the recruiting visit photos after she signed in order to make that graphic for her. So we've seen the potential, and
Yes.
like I continuously talk about this for Lady Jack basketball. You got to have a post presence. Usually, like we're really glad for Cha and the performance that she had. We usually got to have two people that are key in getting those type of rebounds down low. So yes, obviously more production, but the bright spot of having Cha already this early in the season after we had La Tech, where it was we allowed 54 points in the paint versus now scoring in that 40 plus point range in the paint with the majority of that production coming from her and her being able to clean up everybody else's messes and her messes sometimes on the glass.
Yep.
That's it's huge.
Yep.
It's something that heading into conference play, which is it's quickly approaching. Like we talk about this non-conference slate, but we are like a few weeks away from at least on the women's side welcoming in a conference team into the Sawmill. Like it's going to be huge because dominating the paint in the Southland usually means dominating the records of the Southland and being in that top category. So
Yeah.
yeah, very proud of Cha. Glad she was able to step up in both of those matchups in Puerto Rico. So yeah, 1-1 heading into this Saturday. And athletics wise, huge weekend. I'm personally going to College Station tomorrow, catching Ladyjacks
Yes.
versus TCU in a
That's
neutral site
amazing.
game, which is huge for the volleyball
Yeah.
program instead of facing off against A&M right away. I'm not predicting too much ahead, but still, neutral site game is huge. Saturday, football playoff game, 1 o'clock. Then plenty of time to hang out in town if you want, or borderline go back home if you want after a fingers crossed football win for a late night showdown with Texas State. This isn't the first time we've taken on Texas State. Last major time, obviously, we played them last year, so this is return trip this year. But 2023, I think, WNIT matchup in the first round with us hosting Texas State. So definitely a lot of common knowledge
Mhm.
between both of these teams, and welcoming them into the Sawmill on Saturday.
Do you know if Bishop or Yang knows anything about this coach? Is this a coach they've had in this program for a while, or
Yeah, I
is that
definitely.
known?
I would say definitely Bishop would have a couple matchups versus this Texas State team.
Okay.
Maybe not this type of Texas State team.
Yeah, this
Like
iteration of it. Yeah.
this iteration of Texas State is actually surprising. Usually, you see them kind of in the middle of the pack in
Hmm.
the Sun Belt, and obviously, if you make it to the WNIT, that means your year was successful. But so far, 2-5 with a huge, I'm going to call it a thrashing, versus Prairie View this past weekend. They've had run-ins with several teams that I thought they would have beaten, to be frankly honest, but their only other win is against Corpus Christi in a rebuild year of Corpus
Okay.
Christi. So this might be the best type of opponent for SFA. Based on
Excellent.
what I saw in the brief look through of their stats, like I don't want to like speak too soon, but we are beating them in almost every single category, even the spots that we're thinking it may not be the best type of year for Lady
Hmm.
Jack basketball right now. So
Yeah.
it's something for a matchup standpoint that it's probably the best type of matchup to have after that Thanksgiving break and with a little bit of a bye week. Like we're approaching a Lady Jack basketball bye week with no games for like borderline 6 or 7 days.
Mm.
6.
Yeah. I'll let you have it this time. Last
Yeah.
time. Yeah.
Thank you. No other times, please.
Yeah. No, that was it.
But yeah, probably a good type of game to have with trying to get a win back. Like we talked about it last week,
Hmm.
heading into Puerto Rico, trying to get a win after falling to a really solid La Tech team.
Yeah.
We didn't know fully what to expect, at least from a fan perspective, with Longswood, but they're probably going to be a really good team in that small division that they have, probably in the middle of the pack. So
Yeah. Yeah. I wasn't like totally devastated by that loss at all. I just want a really big win for us because I think, we learned our lesson. I think with La Tech, I think we've had time to digest it. But now it's time to win again, like really win, like really good win.
I guess, and I'd think a good point differential, because like
Mhm.
if you look at our matchups, if we scratch off games that aren't Division One opponents, I
Mhm.
believe we're 3-2. So
Okay.
we're 5-2, but in also in the grand scheme of things, we
Yeah.
are a 3-2 team against the normal D1 opponents, and
Yeah.
I think it reflected in the net a little bit, but
Mhm.
this is where you wrap up conference play. You got a solid or possibly a solid showing at home, last
Mhm.
non-conference game at home in Texas State. Then you're on the road going up against Arkansas to wrap up the conference slate, and then like a few conference games also thrown into that mix
Mhm.
before you really get going on the full sprint, where we get to see what Lady Jack basketball is truly all about this year. So
That's true.
I'm very excited for what could happen very late on Saturday.
Yes.
Very late. Like we are approaching bedtime.
Yeah.
Uh,
Past our bedtimes, but
yeah, my dog will be sleeping. My dog's in the room right now, and she's already
oh.
sleeping, and it's 7 o'clock.
Maybe
So
we should, how they do promos. Maybe we should do like a onesie pajama party or something like that.
pajama party.
Is
Oh,
it too late?
I think it's a little bit too late, but let me see. What was the promo? What was that? We should talk about the promo. What is the promo Saturday? Give me 1 second.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm bad about that because I never do them.
Nah,
I do
that's
wear purple, but I don't do anything else.
camper reunion. So we're inviting back the kids that were
Oh,
part of
okay.
the basketball camps in the summer.
Okay. That's
So
cool.
hopefully a lot of people show up for that football game
Hmm.
before, and then also try to stay up late
Hmm.
and maybe not go to Bonita and maybe swing by the Coliseum for a little bit.
Yeah.
We are having a shorter night. Obviously, we don't have a guest.
Mhm.
But the one thing I wanted to give a scope look for everybody else is kind of looking at what the rest of the league is doing right now. And right now, specifically what that would be is if we were to focus on anybody right now, I've made this joke before already. The new look Southeastern Louisiana, but it is McNeese. They are 5-2. They have had big wins on neutral sites. They actually took on West Virginia in one of these neutral site games at the start of the year and lost by 12.
That's not a bad L.
It's not a bad L, and it wasn't a bad game from McNeese whatsoever. It was close. Took on a WAC foe just the other day versus Utah Tech, and Utah Tech is lower when the WAC, and they usually have been a little bit lower when it comes to WAC play. But McNeese going into Utah, the elevation thing is real.
Yeah.
Playing at a standard of, again, trying to figure yourself out, that is a thing. But they're really clicking right now. This is already on our promo schedule. We talked about promos.
Mm-hmm.
This is our Cram the Coliseum women's basketball game. And I think that was planned purposely. I think Coach Bishop and staff kind of knew that this team was going to really gel, even though they are on paper all brand new together when really they're not. It was our competition last year in a conference championship game. The difference is they're not wearing green anymore. So yeah, they're on paper we have the same record as them, but in the more stat side that you say I like talking about, when it comes to the net, they cracked the top 100 for the first time in program history. They were like 91st, I believe, higher than a lot of other quality women's basketball programs. So something that we may have to pay attention to heading into that little break of the start of conference season. Again, it's the Wild Southland, and technically anybody could win on any given night, and it's a whole new look, but it's already something that we should probably be paying attention to.
Yep, I think that's great to look ahead to build up as we go. Speaking of, you mentioned staff as a little segue. We have a new Dobo. We have a new
We have a Dobo.
Yes. Woohoo! Martin Pazanen. I hope I pronounced your last name correctly. Thank you. Welcome aboard. Axum.
Yeah, welcome. We're so glad you're here. Definitely not a stranger to the East Texas region, I believe. I'm trying to also pull up his article.
Yeah. I just saw the photo and I was like, oh, okay, we got to mention that.
Yeah.
You're my in-depth guy.
Yeah, he is coming from Sam Houston as a coach. Yeah, coming in as a former coach for Sam Houston. He worked with somebody on the All Conference USA second team, has had multiple stints as a coach, wasn't even the interim head coach at Eastern New Mexico before going to Sam Houston. He has experience managing the game day operations, has experience at the high school level, working for multiple different girls' high schools in Illinois. So he's definitely been on the block, and having a coach perspective on the Dobo side as well. I think that's a lot of the perk. It's a huge perk.
He's our ring general now. So
yes,
yeah,
a ring general that, if needed, can truly offer additional insights on situations, sidelines, and offer also that coaching perspective to our Ladyjacks ears. So, yeah, welcome, Martin. If you do end up watching this, or if any one of our fans mentions us, we're going to be very excited to meet you, and glad that Coach Bishop has a Dobo at this point in the season.
It's a lot of stress off.
Well, I'm sure planning the Puerto Rico trip,
and
coaching as a staff wasn't the best. But I'm glad everybody made it back safe.
Yes, absolutely.
And it looked like the girls had a blast.
Yes, and I think that needs to be kind of added into it. You know, we learned what we learned, but they had a great team bonding experience. I know they did some earlier in the year, but I just think it's the more they can travel together and be together, I think that's great.
And by what I saw, seemed like a lot of the highlights besides Micah
Yeah.
and Hope jet skiing was everybody watching Stranger Things.
Yes.
So it
Every
wasn't
sports
like,
fan.
oh yeah, it was the most wild thing in the world.
Yeah.
But can we talk about how Micah like went jet skiing
Hmm.
and then like dropped borderline double digits?
Oh yeah. It was should dangle her off a cliff for the next game, and then she'll come back and be like, "Yeah, man, no problem."
And I'm sure knowing her personality, she would love it.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely a good bonding and just being together. I think that's always huge. And the one thing that I love and hate about moving back to the Southland, because I did a lot of these travels all in the whack, did a bunch of mileage.
Hmm.
Like we in those travel parties, we had these moments in like Utah and California, and even last year, men's basketball, borderline Oregon versus like women's basketball going to Lubbock and Texas Tech. You get these cool places that are completely different than Texas. And yes, we're saving a ton of money being in the Southland. We're competing very well in the Southland.
Yes.
I miss those views in Utah.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
But to have still an international experience and really going out of the range of, oh yay, we're driving to Lake Charles, or
Hmm.
yeah, we're gonna take a quick flight down to Rio Grande Valley. I'm
Yeah.
sure that everybody. I just saw. Wait a second. Wait a second. In that video, was that a bird?
Oh, that is bizarre.
I did not see that in the first take. That is
That
a
is
bird.
bizarre.
That is a bird in the gym.
Good eye, man.
Look, look. I heard some things from managers about the refs
Yeah.
and some of the issues that they were having, but
Nobody mentioned the bird.
nobody mentioned the bird. I am going to make that a point of convo the next and talking about this bird.
Did no one else notice it though? That's the strange thing. Did no one on media notice that?
Well, no. He slowed it down.
Oh,
So
that's so funny.
so he had to slow it down in order to
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
So he
funny.
definitely noticed it. I'm not sure. It probably wasn't an emphasis either for
Yeah, can you imagine having to clean the floors of the normal sweat, but also
the
bird
bird.
offerings? Yeah, sucks.
What type of chemicals do we have to do in case the bird, it mid game? Oh,
Yeah, yeah, that's a foul. I don't know who you'd call it on, but it's a foul.
it's a crappy foul.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm here all week.
Well, should we give a little taste of maybe some of our guests that are upcoming? We have
Yeah,
two pretty
for
cool
sure.
ones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we have possibly next week.
Yes.
For our SFA fans, you know him, you love him. He's been around SFA and athletics as a whole for a long time. Mr. Scott Allen is more than likely going to be our guest next week. We're thrilled to have him. Loved being a coworker with him. He's awesome. Like you could tell he's filled with some type of joy that's amazing to have, but he
Mhm.
really knows SFA, this town, this culture, the people. So it's going to be great to talk to him a little bit. And we have expressed interest from a player
Mhm.
joining our podcast, which is huge, especially for a fan podcast. But Miss Air Avery herself, Avery Van Sickle, more than likely, don't have his for sure day yet, but
Yeah.
more than likely will be joining us to
In the
talk.
new year, probably, right?
More than likely in the new year,
Yes. Yeah.
yes. But we are working ahead. We
Yes.
are trying to get things circulated. So yeah, a little
Being diligent, people.
yes, we're not. Again, we're trying to make sure we do this thing as right as we can. But yeah, definitely got some exciting guests continued to line up and talk to us about Lady Jack basketball. That was a good tidbit. Good one.
Yeah.
Good one. Is that it, though?
Is that it?
I think that's it.
I think that's it. Thank you so much. Do we have any comments? Did anyone join us
Do we have any
tonight?
comments today? We have no comments today.
Okay. That's all right. That means we did everything perfect. So
Yeah, totally. Totally. No mess ups. No mess ups. Nothing that I will beat myself over. That's the podcast is done. But yeah, Lady Jack. Oh, I gotta do the little thing.
Okay.
You end the show by reminding everybody Purple Lights Fund
Yes.
exists. Sawmill Collective exists. Great podcast last week with Erica and Sarah, which I still need to get some clips out from that. But the Sawmill Collective is huge if you have $10 a month and think, or like if you're able to, if you think that you need thousands of dollars to help NIL efforts, you really don't. It's cheaper than a Netflix subscription. And there's no ad. Well, there are some ads when you go to Lady Jack basketball, but when you talk to these athletes, there's no ads that pop up. There's no forced messaging. It's just being able to support them, who they are, what they do. That's an easy way to do that. So Sawmill Collective, Purple Lights Fun, at least with SFA, that's the direct way that you can help make a difference. I think I got it.
You did.
And what's your plans on Saturday, Laura?
Oh, let's see. Around 10 a.m., because I'm that type of person, I'm going to roll into Homer Bryce Stadium to cheer on the SFA football team. And then I'll have a nap after they win. And then at 8 o'clock, I'll be at or at the Sawmill to watch our Ladyjacks win against Texas State.
I might be there that early too, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm really excited for Friday. I'm really excited for tomorrow. I'm really excited for Saturday.
Yeah.
Like, again, like this is a really good time to be an SFA fan.
Absolutely.
Really good time to be a part of SFA athletics too. So yeah. I'm glad I still am trying to be a part, as best as I can.
You're doing it.
Yeah, I'm doing it. But yeah, Saturday, make your plans. Shoot, Friday, make your plans. If you we got lucky with College Station. That's a 2.5-hour drive. Yep. That is the reason we moved to the Southland, for things to be closer. And NCAA said, okay, bet. You can play somewhere where a lot of your fan bases could probably be an 1.5, 2-hour drive.
Yep.
Support volleyball. That's support football. Support football. That's huge. Biggest game we got. And we were saying that about Lamar a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
And then finally, end your night the best way that you can before you go to bed. Like, safely make it home and then go to bed as soon as SFA versus Texas State is done on Saturday. Shorter episode this week, but we are glad for those that tune in. We're still trying to grow this thing, so like, share, follow on all the pages. We're growing. Yep. We are growing. We have 10 subscribers on YouTube.
Thank you.
Even though one of them is me, and I think maybe one of them's you. It's still growing.
It's numbers.
Like, share, follow, rewatch. If you see us, let us know how we're doing.
Yeah. Tell us what you want to see. We need feedback.
Let us know.
So.
Let us know. I don't want to be the idea guy all the time. We don't want to be the idea.
I was about to say.
No, my bad.
That's fine.
Yeah. Let us know what you want us to talk about. We're excited to make things happen, and we're still excited to support our Ladyjacks. All right. Outro this time. We ready?
All right.
All right. This is Hunter.
And this is Laura.
And this has been Locked on Ladyjacks. And as always, Axum. I think that was good.
That was good.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.